everyone. Welcome to Let's Unbound. My name is Kanu, and in today's video, we will talk about verbs for 11 plus exams. So while I share my screen, please subscribe to our channel so that whenever there's a new video, you get a notification and you don't miss on any video. Okay? So in today's lesson, we will be talking about verbs. So what are verbs? Well, verbs are the words that expresses actions, occurrences, or state of being. They are the essential components of sentences and indicate what the subject is doing or what is happening to the subject. As an example, it can include run, is, become, and think. Okay, so let's talk about action verbs first. Now, action verbs expresses physical or mental actions performed by the subject. Example, she runs every morning. Now, in this sentence, runs is an action that the subject, she, performs, right? Okay. Talking about transitive verbs. Now, transitive verbs are action verbs that require a direct object to complete their meaning. For example, I read a book. Now, read in this sentence is the transitive verb and the book is the direct object. Okay. Another example could be she kicked the ball. Now, kicked is a transitive verb and the ball is the object receiving the action, right? Okay. Talking about intransitive verbs. Now, these verbs are action verbs that do not require a direct object. Okay. As an example, she laughed. Now, there's no direct object that is mentioned here. There is just verb that is laughed. Okay. He sleeps peacefully. Now, sleeps is an intransitive verb that does not need any object to complete the action, right? Okay. Now, talking about auxiliary verbs. So, auxiliary verbs are also called as helping verbs. Okay. And they're used together with the main verb to show tense, aspect, mood, or voice. Okay. As an example, she is going to the store. Right? So is an auxiliary verb in this sentence, helping the main verb that is going to form the present continuous tense. Right? Okay. Talking about modal verbs. Now, modal verbs are a type of auxiliary verb that expresses necessity, possibility, permission, or ability. As an example, he can swim very well. Now, can is a modal verb that is indicating ability. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at regular verbs. Now, regular verbs form their past tense and past participle by adding ed or d to the base form. As an example, she walked to the park. Now, walked is the past tense of a regular verb, walk, right? Now, what are irregular verbs? So, irregular verbs do not follow the regular ed or d pattern to form their past tense or past participle. As an example, he wrote a letter. Now, wrote is the past tense of irregular verb write. Okay. So as you can see here as well, there's a word go. Go is the base form and went is the past tense, whereas gone is the past participle. Okay. Okay. Talking about what are past participles. Now, past participle is a verb that verb form typically used with auxiliary verbs to form perfect tenses and the passive voice. As an example, she has eaten dinner already. Now, eaten is the past participle of the verb eat, and it is used here with the auxiliary verb has, okay, to form the present perfect tense. Okay, so that's about past participles. If we look here, we can see that there's a base verb walk and the past tense for walk is walked, And past participle for this will be walked only. But for irregular verb, if the base verb is eat, simple past will be ate and past participle will be eaten. Okay. Now let's look at these let's look at these sentences. But before I tell you the answer to these, I want you to pause and try this for yourself and do comment down your answers below. Okay, let's have a look. So the first sentence says, Jack and Jas dash to school tomorrow. Now the sentence tells us it's about tomorrow, which means future. And we have options went and will go. So naturally, we are going to be going ahead with option B, will go, because it tells future, right? So Jack and Jas will go to school tomorrow. Looking at the second example, my dog dash sick last night. So if we look at this sentence, it is talking about the last night, which is past. Now look at the examples. It is was and is. Was tells us about the past and is a verb that tells us about the present. Okay. So the sentence is talking about the past, and that is the reason we will go ahead with was. My dog was sick last night. Let's look at the third example. Himanshu sits down and dash in his notebook. The options are writes and wrote. Now we can see in the option that the word wrote is the past tense of write. Okay, but in this sentence, there is no past tense used. So we will go ahead and choose the option A, writes. Himanshu sits down and writes in his notebook. Okay. Well, that was it for today's lesson. I hope that you understood each and every verb that we have spoken about in today's lesson. And I will see you in the next video with a new topic. Till then, take care. Bye bye.